they choose to combat some of the action that they're going for on the side of Schalke. And it is going to be the Nocturne pick locked in. Not super active early on all the time, but definitely incredibly powerful at that level 6 point for Broxa.
So this Fnatic
Cassio hasn't even had to spam out on the mana pool there. But now the flash forward, the play is now coming in, burning down the Ignite on Reckless. He's trying to back off. He already knows he's dead, and he's just going to give this one up. First blood goes over to Upset. Okay, we'll just leave him. Ignar now breaking the agreement, though, as he starts to come down. Oh, that's so well played! The sync up on the abilities. Reckless is going to die again! The Schalke...
So many of the members have stepped up. They seem to already find synergy, and they just enable Upset to do what he does best, which is be an AD carry games. One thing that people often forget, we don't have time for that. Ignar's looking for another play.
I feel like he can't miss a hook. He can't miss a hook. He just keeps going forward, looking for another one. That's going to be the 4 stack. They're trying to find the lockup. Hylissang already getting burned down. He may not even have a chance. Upset grabs another one. Reckless is living out a nightmare on the bottom side. It's not done yet. Here we go. Freddy Krueger into the bot lane. Just going to take him out. Reckless wants to wake up, but it's not a dream, baby. He's just getting dunked. He's ready to go.
Will get spotted out by a ward, but Ignar already looking for the hook once again. Here
the Moby boots. Gonna move in. The hook does get blocked by the spell shield. Eyes on the ultimate. He's just gonna dash in. They're gonna get the follow-up. Reckless taken down immediately. Broxa and Nemesis just a little too late.
And it's the flashless bot lane from Schalke.
Beautiful use of the Darkened Blade there.
Fantastic stuff there from Abadage, and the first tower of the game will go down to Schalke. This has been a spectacular early game from Schalke. Excellent stuff.
And all that gold, all that tower plating that just went into the back pocket of Upset. This man is going to get to 2 items before Reckless gets one. Smite slowing him down. He's running for his life. The stun is there too. Reckless is here, but it might be a little too late. They're trying to save him. Broxa with the ulti. I don't think he can go in on this one, but he's looking for the opportunity. The charge will come through as well for the Rift.
Advantage for Schalke right now. And I just, you know, we said it in week 1, Memento and Ignar, that duo is what has enabled Schalke to find this early game aggression, and I love it. I love watching it. It's so different. And now, Reckless, he's
doesn't even need the duo. This man is 2,500 gold ahead of Reckless right now. There's just nothing Reckless can do. He's getting stat checked at this point.
Oh, man. One, he sees who's here, and he realizes, okay, this might be a little bit dangerous. So Schalke are going to continue sieging on the top side. Will be a trade of objectives, but Schalke is still in full control of this game.
They just keep giving this man solo gold, too. They are determined to get this Kai'Sa taken off. And already level 10.
He's going to do it.
Flash forward the play. Where's the hook going to go? He's just waiting. He's biding his time. Doesn't even need it. Upset godlike. 6 League of Legends, but they have all the tools necessary to get it started. Oh, blocking that one there. Memento is going to dash to safety. Still going to get knocked up. One more auto will stun him, but while they're trying to take out Memento, Upset's got his eyes on this tower. Odoamne waiting in the wings, ready to go in. This kind of an ultimate is going to be huge. The flash forward, 2 members locked up. Reckless just barely manages to make it out, but it's too little too late. Abadage coming in, and that man has a lust for blood. He is unafraid to push a little bit further into this one. Resurrecting now. Can he make it out to safety? Does look like his life will get traded back. Fnatic finally getting something. Looking across the board, though, just a brutal fight. Hylissang desperate to recoup some losses here.
To the replay, I want us to keep our eyes on Odoamne, because what you'll notice is how he sets up the wave jungle. But Schalke have abandoned, setting up for Baron, and they're actually looking for a pick.
Just looking for the pick. Easy. Odoamne has the ultimate up and available and pretty much coming up, Eddie. So I think we might see Schalke start to pressure this Baron, start to threaten. Hylissang, though, going to look for the engage, trying to find it immediately. Upset now running out to safety. Broxa needs to find this kill, but he flashes the wall. Broxa's going to chase it down. Is he the hero Fnatic needs? But no, Odoamne trying to shut it down on the backside. He's going to drop. He's not going to get anybody. Fnatic making the most of what could have been a bad fight, but at the end of the day, just barely holding on as Memento finds a kill. Nemesis coming over the wall. Abadage wants to keep it going. Reckless may have the damage to come through. Abadage taking down Reckless. Nemesis firing back. It is an absolute bloodbath in the jungle. Ignar ticking down. Finally, we see Nemesis show up.
And it ends in these situations, right? Because when you look back at last year's Fnatic, and Caps was 4-0-0 on Cassio, the thing you're looking for either the ideal fight or a pick, but they are slowly forcing Fnatic back.
Shipping these towers down as Fnatic are forced to rotate, of course, consistently forced to take the long way.
Trinket. This is actually very fast coming out from Upset. This is likely going to be a fight.
Hook up, going over the wall there, immediately going to leap in with that killer instinct on the Kai'Sa. Now I want to find a little bit more, but on the backside, it's Odoamne. He's going to be the hero coming through, cutting through those health bars. The AP cannon tearing through the Fnatic lineup, and now Hylissang on the back foot. Whippo running for his life, but maybe the Victor could turn it. Ignar's going in, but there is nobody there with him. He missed the call. Now pulling back, Upset threatening their Memento so incredibly low. Reckless alive on the side. Are they going to be able to find it? Yes, moving in. Whippo trying to run, trying to make it out. He's going to trade one back. Absolutely bloody. Are Schalke healthy enough to start
Still
this?
going to secure this big objective, and Schalke walk away happy.
At the end of the day, only losing Odoamne there as well as Abadage, and it just... Incredible. Though, will they be able to break open the base?
I think so. Right now they're just doing a 1-4 set. Fnatic, this is a small window where they could look to fight because all the gold is now not grouped up with the rest of the team. But they're level 18. My apologies.
You gotta hope if you're Fnatic, but you're right. Challenging's probably not enough to stop all that damage. Ignar, though, fishing for the hook, is not going to find it. Once again, the slow, steady siege is going to focus on taking down this tower, using the lantern to get in a few extra shots. They're going to try to walk this one down once the tower breaks. Schalke feeling very much empowered to walk into the base, ready for the fight setup. All eyes on Odoamne. That cannon ult is going to be key if they want to start a fight on their terms. Just an incredibly tense game for Fnatic, that is. We look across it.
Tense. I would call it a dire. I would call this a very one-sided affair in favor of Schalke. The ultimate did come out from Memento. Here's the engage from Fnatic.
Immediately they're going to use the lantern to walk to safety. Bwipo is chasing with this storm, but is not going to find anybody. They're now desperate to find Upset. The ulti is going to come out, but it goes the wrong way. Nocturne ulti going to come in as well. And suddenly it's Odoamne on the backside. Broxa still going to live, though. Reckless finally doing enough damage just to delete. Abbedagge is going to get taken down. Schalke, are they going to continue to extend this fight, or are they just going to back off? They've got both inhibitors, but they want more. Reckless now bleeding. He's running for his life. We got to back out here. Hylissang taken out in an instant. Upset is flashing forward. This man is not afraid. There are 3 low health targets. Montage moments right here, but if he overextends, he could drop immediately. That's the double. He'll be happy with that one as he backs off.
Now, 3 members of Fnatic are the primary carries, which means that they should have enough wave clear to at least defend this top tier 3. But with Memento's ultimate on its way back up, I don't know if they want to gamble it. They will be able to force Schalke away. It looks like Schalke are just going to take the safe play for now. You can see summoner spells, but he doesn't find any kills, which means that he ends up just giving away his life. Now, unfortunately, the rest of Schalke do convert that into just zoning Fnatic. They can't even approach. Excellent vision setup from Schalke. It also helps when you have 2 inhibitors down. So now they're just going to group up. Goes 1 and 12.
And the pressure is on him to make an insanely clutch play if they want to turn this. As a member with a lot of the gold here. One more auto will break the tower. 3rd inhibitor in the sights of
apart. You can see the amount of poke damage that the cannon and the Kai'Sa also have. And they're just slowly working their way in. The 3rd inhibitor will likely fall. Fnatic, they kind of have to go for a last-ditch fight here. They do have pretty good wave clear, though, with the Sivir and the Victor.
Holding on as best they can. One final fight could be everything for the Fnatic lineup. Can they hold here and face another one? Or is this where it ends? The minion waves are gone, though. As you said, they are clearing through them quite quickly.
Fight! Someone do something. Very slowly.
They're not taking the risk, Vidius. No, I think they've watched enough Reckless Sivir highlight reels to know maybe give the man respect and take the game slow.
I mean, that's one argument, but they're definitely taking their time. Ooh, slowly being chipped away. Fnatic have to go for a fight at some point. They will lose this game if they don't. How much time left have we got on the Baron?
Flash forward from Memento. He does miss the ulti there. Inhibitor now going to respawn on the bottom side. Broxa, though, getting chunked out. Major cooldowns burned.
Still about a minute and a half.
Now going to use the ulti as well from Bwipo, though. Definitely not going to be the fight that they want to get kicked off. They're just trying to force the team back.
Yeah, here we go. 3 members are down. There should be at least 1 tower.
Hylissang. So you will just get caught out here. Reckless, though, ready to go into the thick of it. That's going to be the Nocturne ulti. Redemption immediately to heal up this lineup, and now they're backing off. Nexus exposed, set in the sights of Schalke here. Will they put Fnatic down to 0-4? Looks like they're going to try to find the answers to the fight. There's the Odoamne ultimate. It's clean from the cannon, and it is an absolute bloodbath. Triple for Odoamne. The fountain will barely keep Nemesis safe. Absolute dominance.
Ooh, it's going to be the Zoe. So we're actually going to see the Zoe picked against SK after they did it yesterday. It's every game, like textbook.
It actually does happen every game. Expect, though, not in a good position for this one. Caught out. Selfmade is just going to walk in here. He's going to flash back into the creep wave. Deep spot for him to be. Zombie Scion is crucial. If he lands the knock up here, he is going to be in a tough spot. Warlove, though, could be in trouble. Maybe forced to burn the flash as the Scion runs forward, but the slow there.
Both side of the map, and I guess he's very aware that without a jungler likely to be ganking his lane, that he has to play a little bit more on the defensive side. So between Crownshot and Jeskla, and they're likely going to secure this tower now as well. So SK being really proactive in this early game, trying to punish when this duo is at its weakest.
So much money now going to the back pocket of SK as well. 3 points.
First Drake of the game.
Slowly chipping it down. Dreams is on the way. Self-made as well. TP coming in on the backside. They're going to be happy to try to take this fight. They desperately want to burn through the Drake, but they might just have to give it up. Self-made trying to find the engage. Sing trying to look for the re-engage. The instant stopwatch is going to stop it. Kadril going to get cut down here in an instant. Crouch out trying to find it back. Kadril throwing down a few more Skittles, trying to burn through the health bars. There comes the first ultimate, but it's just not going to amount to much. Very patient game as well. Important thing to know, Karth is level 11 now. The Requiem will be available shortly. That is a crucial break point. 150 base damage increase between level 6 and level 11. When you multiply that by 5, it started. Dreams losing half his health bar. Definitely a good start. I don't know if Excel can actually hold on to the mid lane tower right now. Ooh, there's the engage. They're looking to try to find the follow-up. Crownshot in a bit of a difficult position now, running for his life. His Sing is going to go golden. Here comes the Scion. Gonna try to drive out his Crownshot flashes safety. Dreams manages to take down Kasing. Expect now in the middle of no man's land as they desperately try to kill Pyrian. He's now running for his life. He will burn down. Karth Assault coming out. Eyes on Crownshot. Will it be enough? No. Too early in the game.
Would have been Dreams was enough to find that kill. Meanwhile, Pyrian was looking for a flank. He wanted to set up the play behind the tower. To help secure the objective and then help his team maybe get another kill, but the fight had already started. He was out of position and the rest of XL ended up punishing him for it, so ends up being a 1-for-1 overall.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, still, SK can just continue to come out on top.
One-worlded like Old Mad Lions. We want to see SK. We want to see a new way of playing. And
well, now you're going to see an engage from Dreams. Doesn't look like the fight is going to get extended, though. Actually, Selfmade is going to try to find this one. Kasing looking for the counter engage immediately. Crownshot's going to try to leap in. XR trying to find something back. But really no damage put onto the SK lineup from Excel.
And they also have no vision in even their own half of the jungle.
Now, we'll see if they're going to take it. No, not going to find the steal, and that is Baron secured for SK. 10k gold lead just about.
SK, they went on allegedly picnic, right? They just kind of walked out, and they saw off in the distance that XL were like, can we join the picnic? And SK said, no, I'm afraid this is only our picnic. And XL, the entire game, have just watched as SK enjoyed their picnic. And now they're about to pack up their picnic and go home, while XL have never really got to enjoy anything.
And Exile just doesn't get to eat. He doesn't even get a chance to get pulled back. They're trying desperately to get out. Vedius. Pyrian's still going to run. Still, the Ignite not going to connect. That is awkward from Expect. They cannot get into this picnic, Vedius.
They can't. They just can't get in. They want to be a part of it, but they just won't be allowed. We haven't really seen a single Zoe Drake of the game. They've just secured themselves another tower, and everything is looking great for SK.
A lot more confidence, and Exile definitely needs to be the guy that the entire team is terrified of getting one shot by, but no, Kasing going to try to find the engage. Doesn't even touch him with it. Crownshot immediately going to cleanse, going to get right out of that fight. Exile ripped to pieces by Warlib, and just like that, SK pulled the trigger. They cut through the XL lineup. Double kill now. Expect buying a bit more time. That's the Requiem. No one's going to good night on that one, though. Easy kill pickup in the end from SK.
And now SK can look to end the game. They don't have the Baron buff, but they probably don't need it. 4 members of XL are dead. The minion wave is coming through, and SK are looking for a clean stop over XL.
All too easy. SK came prepared for a picnic. XL did not, Vedius. 8-1 the score, 15k gold lead, absolute dominance from start to finish. They did not need lots of kills, they did not need flashy plays, they needed one final team fight and an absolute command of the early game. SK take down Excel.
I feel like the games are going so fast. Usually when people... Oh no!
And sadly, this Riven kind of not getting the opportunity to take off already. You mentioned the deficit, getting the Kindle Gem early for the cooldown reduction. Maybe we see the Caulfield's next just to max out, but for now we're going to turn our attention to the bot lane. The play is starting to kick off with Deed, now potentially going to get run down. Your perks with no mana, but wants one more auto, is going to go over to Mickey in the end. We're back to the, well, no, G2, they know. Ocean needs to learn, got to get back in the pit. So they are going to try to take this one. Kikis could flash, go for the smite. I don't think he's going to do it, though. He's incredibly low. Deed still wants to try to find it. Ulti now immediately coming out. Perk's going to use his ulti to nullify that one. At least try to. Damage coming through. Rogue getting cut down now. Senkuk's still in the middle of the fight. He's going to try to find the XUV. He's going to get one back, but has to stop Caps from cutting through the rest of his team. The resets are there for the jumps. One, he's looking for the next one on the Kikis. It's easy! Clean it up. Just all too good for Cap. But Senkuk's is firing back. The Aurelia, the Riven, they don't need to fight each other. They're just going to kill each other's team. Senkuk's, though, now on on the back foot, has the dash, wants to look for the Q over the wall. 1, 2, and 3, but the ignite, the fade away, the Power Rangers finish. Don't even look at it. In Aurelia versus Riven and a team fight at the same time is incredible to watch. A reason why he's heralded as the best player in Europe. Probably the best player in the West as well. Now we're going to see the fight kick off. They're looking for the engagement. Kick is now locked into the middle. Everyone is going to drop. Can fire down a bit more damage with Death to 5. But
they need to break away from the map, start trying to create numbers advantages around. So they thought that, okay, we'll group up, we'll try to force around the Rift Herald, maybe play some vision. But G2 just read them like a book. We're there as soon as they turned the corner. The idea is Roger saying, okay, we can no longer 2v2 bottom. We definitely can't 1v1 mid. Let's try to get an early rotation into an objective and see what we can get. Speaking of getting stuff.
Wonder now going to try to walk away. Is he going to be healthy enough here? He's going to have a lot of tank stats. He's just going to walk away quite speedily. The rest of the team is going to take the top side, though. So while 2 members are committed here, Wonder, Mantra the shield, walk away, Mantra the charge, rather going to get a little bit more healing. Oh, is finally going to get taken down. Just enough burst damage there to kill him, but they're losing a tier 2, and it just honestly does not mean much. Yes, they get something, but really it's just, I think, as expected for the G2 fans, for the Rogue fans, still waiting to see that spark. We saw it in Champ Select with a pick like Riven, but the follow-through hasn't quite been there. Senkux, though, I think, interestingly enough, the man that we have to keep our eyes on to carry this game. He's going to get the chance.
What I am excited about in this matchup is the fact that G2 are still willing to show some of their tricks.
Snap Flash. Wonder now running, but they've burned a lot of sums there, and not going to
seen Ivern in a while, and with his brush control, he actually makes sieging really potent and powerful, and that's something that G2's composition will excel at.
Captures the world. Aurelia's in a good spot with the Trinity Force. The Ignite already taking down Caps. Now he's just running out of time. The dash through. He's trying to find 1 kill here, but it looks like he will get locked up. Caps, is he strong enough to make it through? It's not going to happen. The Card is all now coming in for G2. Maybe this is a fight where they can turn, but Zenkux is already solo. He's running for his life. Perks cuts him right down, and G2 turn that one back, the 1-for-1.
And it feels like the creep wave is right in position for them, so not only do they clean up the kill and turn it around, but then they immediately turn towards the structure objective.
Gonna grab that as well, and it's the advantage of being ahead when you have the creep waves in your control is that you get these additional objectives. And with an Ivern there too, you already mentioned it, the sieging power is insane. The heal now coming out for Perks, he was hungry. That is the big question. For now, Jankos and Caps moving as a duo to invade the jungle to clear out a bit of vision.
Oh my God.
That is Karma AP damage. Sion though going to come in, unstoppable, not going to connect on anybody. Senkux trying to find his way. That's the 2-man stun. The lockup going to continue on to Wonder. But Perks is just firing free shots over the wall. Senkux takes down Mickey. The support now picked off. Caps coming down. Keep your eyes. Will they?
Baron, let's try to force it. Make them fight us because they don't want to fight Caps.
Just saying, we will take the 4v5. We are not afraid. Prophet goes right into the middle of everything. The stopwatch already used. Rogue need to make a decision quickly or they're going to get cut down by Caps. 2 members locked up immediately. He's looking for the reset of the play. So she's cutting through the entire team, dipping and diving his way through this lineup. But Karthus is firing back. Rogue not going to give up this Baron, and G2 maybe biting off more than they used to. No further comment, Your Honor. I plead the 5th, if that's a thing in Europe. Oh my God, there's a fight. I'm so sorry. We're waylaid here. Immediately, G2 are going to look for the re-engage. Rogo still looking a little bit confident. Kick us in the backside. He can't offer them a decent retreat, but KQ getting cut through. The double kill now coming in for Perks. Prophet running for his life. No damage threats left as KQ does get locked up as well. They need to retreat. Prophet will get taken down, but the triple kill for Perks. G2 see an opportunity. Wonder sees an opportunity. The Soul Flare coming in, and G2 are on fire.
Remember when I said about Karma's damage and how quickly these games snowball out of control, and then on top of it, it's the fact that it's an AP Karma. He is hitting like a truck.
Cross current. That's a lot of death timers. G2 are going to break the inhibitor here. They could end the game. They may just go for it.
I mean, frankly, Dracos, this game has been over for a very long time. They are just dotting the I's and crossing the T's.
Dying on the tower, just desperately trying to kill the minions, trying to take away those buffs. Slowly but surely cutting through the lineup. Senkux, the hero play. Can he do it to keep his team alive and in the game? With Deed already cut down. Looking for that angle, looking for the way into the fight. If they group, Caps already missing the ultimate. That could be a big turning point. Caps now locked up, but G2 can just set their eyes on the Nexus, but they don't care. They want the fight. They want the kills. They want the BM. They want absolute dominance. Slowly but surely, they look to end this game. The Nexus falling as they play with their food. Perks is having a good time. He knows he's won this one. They know they played clean up to this point. Mickey X gonna hit the Nexus. G2 taking down. I'm gonna try again. G2. No.
Third time's the charm.
Hold on. G2 taking down Rogue. There it is.
Position. It looks like it's going to be the Ezreal. Doesn't quite give you that full-on aggression in the bottom lane. Has a lot of damage, of course, with the poke, and we've seen Patrick already hasn't actually played at this split yet, but we've seen how impactful it can be in the hands of someone.
Turn it into the Mountain Drake, but again, it doesn't mean much unless you're being proactive on those towers. You know, it's not something like the Infernal or Ocean that just give you free stats. and they don't have to commit on this play. As long as they rotate over and they're not losing any CS in the mid lane, they'll force Alphari and Origin to respond.
I mean, they could just 5-man dive him if they really wanted to as well. Who cares about committing? You can force him away. He doesn't have the flash. Alphari not going to be able to escape from this one. Dodges around for as long as possible, but first blood goes to Splice, and they're going to get the catch onto Cold as well to jump in. Too easy for Splice. They don't need to commit, but they want to commit in the top lane.
It's the buy one, get one free, and of course, virtually everyone is running teleport. I loved the macro rotation from Splice. They said it on the desk. We're going to say it here. This is what they're focusing on as a team, and you can see that it's paying off.
Look at how quickly the game accelerates for them as well. Without even getting this first tower, they're 2,500 gold up. I think the bulwark, the extra defenses on that tower will defend
Trying
it.
to sneak it out from underneath them, but I don't think they've done it quick enough. Oh, grab and
It's
go!
only Norskaren. They should just about be able to get it. No eye up after 2,000 HP. Just looking for the smite. Here comes Xerxes as well, trying to get into it. The smite comes down. Xerxes gets it. He's stolen it away. And now they're going to steal the life of Mithy as well. He's down. Alphari's teleported in behind though, trying to get onto Xerxes. Vanguard's edge doesn't quite connect. Xerxes comes in with the paranoia. Cold, dead on the top side of the fight. Alphari not able to kill Xerxes. And Spice will steal your Rifteld. They'll steal your life. Yet to lose a tower. And they're about to get first tower of the game as well. Only 12.5 minutes in. This is explosive stuff from Spice.
And to borrow a word from Upset earlier on in the day, now of course he was talking about Fnatic, but he used the word desperate.
And once again, in the early game, they've fallen behind against a team that scales just as well as them.
Maybe bad traverse.
Oh, Alphari dodges away with a flash. Hits
Here comes
Mithy
Mithy.
as well. Cold's on his way. There's the teleport. Maybe first kill of the game for Origin if they can lock down Vizichachi for long enough. What's happening on the rest of the map? Not enough for Splice. Chachi trying to chase onto Alphari. Rifthold goes down in mid. Flawless duet will hit Chachi. There's the shutdown, but Rifthold comes down mid, and this should be the second tower of the game for Splice. They'll also push in bot lane, so that's turret placings going down as well. Remember, this is just more and more gold going in the back pocket. Let's be honest, only 450 extra gold going in the back pocket of Cold, but he's finished his skirmishes. Saber now, almost 15 minutes in. It's about a 5,000, 4,500 gold lead for Splice. They're going to get their Mountain Drake to equalize Origin's Mountain Drake as well. And now that they've broken that first line of towers, they can just start
Double
pushing.
tier build if he wants to maintain any late game damage scaling with Kai'Sa. But everything is snowballing so quickly out of control.
Holy moly, this dive shot to Nuke. Glacial Fisher comes down as well. Mithy stunned up in that front line, tries to get the knockup, but already caught out by Splice. That's one down. Patrick flashed away. Here comes Chachi from the side. Not able to get enough damage down.
Anything that he can at this point. Because again, OG, they just want to stabilize the map and kind of stop the bleeding right now. But Splice, you know, where they were hesitant on...
Chip away until in a minute and a half time you can force towards the Baron.
And again, it's the I prepared this earlier while they pulled Origin to the bottom side.
It's a lot easier to siege inhibitor towers now as well, of course, because after the 15-minute mark, you get a cannon minion every other wave at the 25 minutes before you've given up too much in this game. Origin will delay as much as possible, but if you lose an inhib tower, is that too much? They're going for a fight here as the teleport comes in. Splice just trying to get the engage. You can see Patrick jumps across the wall, lots of damage down on Cold. There's the Vanguard's edge as well. Alphari, great flawless duet from him. Chachi's low. Splice were the ones to force the engage. Origin come out on top for the moment. Splice may be looking for a re-engage. You still got killer.
Zip over the wall if he doesn't want to just sit and burn on the Baron.
Baron down to 800 already, taken out. Humanoid still on that flank position. There's the Fear Beyond Death to chase in with the Paranoia. Mithy is the target, just looking for the CC chain. Hits Humanoid, jumps in. They just want the Alistair. Easy pickings here for Splice. They take one, and now Origin are on full retreat. They sound the alarm bells. They need to get out the Crescent Guard. It will not guard you for long enough. Origin lose two, and Splice or just put all your 5 players up towards the top side. Open up this top inhibitor. Then you can look towards mid afterwards. That tower already chunked out, taken out. Splice maybe a little bit on the back foot here because Nukeduck's gonna open up on him. Patrick's still very healthy as well, has a lot of mana, that's all you need. Chachi down, Norskaren will follow as well. Origin, punch Splice back in the top lane.
They mentions are.
Exactly the change we wanted to see from Splice. We wondered if they were just that 40-minute death ball of a composition. They are not. Now Origin have to try and find an answer, have to try and pull a rabbit out of the hat. Here's Nukeduck looking for the catch on Corby, gets the root as Corby has to flash the wall. Little bit of a misposition there from the Splice franchise man, the only player that has been with them through all of their time in the European Premier Leagues.
Still giving respect. We do have some decent damage coming out of Ezreal and Ryze if they land their abilities.
As we said, you know, you get that Ryze to 2-3 items, you can do a lot of work. Alphari unable to land the stun now. We'll see Splice push up towards that top side. There's the Glacial Fish. Vanguard's edge comes out as well. Alphari looking for an avenue into the fight. He jumps onto Xerxes. Good flash away from Xerxes. Keeps himself safe for the moment. And Splice will just reset. They can do that. Mithy is going to go in. Lands the knockup at 4th Dragon of the game, 3rd Dragon for Splice. Only 26 minutes in. We are seeing a lot more Dragons now that respawn time has been reduced.
On the same page, and the fact that Splice is still a very, young roster, you're expecting there to be some teething problems in terms of synergy, are able to execute this against.
But in terms of in the river, they only have one ward up towards the top lane. Just enough for a good flanking position, but not for the engage already. All of it goes onto Nukeduck. He gets away with the Realm War, but Kobe jumps straight onto him. Nukeduck down, and now Splice just going to open up on Origin. Alfari trying to get the stuns off, can't quite get enough damage down. It's up to Patrick. It's all on him and Cold and Myth. He's trying to defend, but Chachi's still full HP, and Kobe pushing forward as well.
And they pull the trigger on the engage. The decisiveness is there. I believe with the Lysandra that started everything up. I think it's very smart from Splice to recognize, okay, the Ezreal cannot contest us. The Ezreal ultimate is down. We have complete vision control. Let's just take the safer play.
Got 3.5 items on Humanoid, who is playing these teamfights almost to perfection, and you only have 1 inhibitor tower left if you're Origin. Against a Baron buff with those double cannons pushing in, this is going to be very hard work.
Which is, again, why Splice are making sure that they're sieging all 3 lanes at the same time, applying the Baron buff across the map and trying to split up Origin's wave clear and a lot of their damage, letting the minion changes and the Baron buff do the work for them.
Mithy maybe looking for a position here. There's the paranoia. They're just diving straight on towards one. There's the fear beyond death. That's a very dead Patrick. And the rest of Origin is soon to follow. Splice is cleaning up house in the base of Origin. They will not wait for a second longer. 4 down. Only Mithy survives. He's running back to the fountain, but his Nexus is not going to survive for much longer. What a great game from Splice, and they stake their claim in the top 4 with a great win over Origin.
It's not the games done quick that we've seen all day, but it is the games done clean.
Facilitated in the top lane, or do we need a little bit more?
I mean, I like the Urgot, and I like what I've seen from Cabochard. He really has been one of the big carries for Vitality in some of their struggles.
Troll here, looking for a little bit of an invade. He's going to body slam across. Oh no! Oh no, Jack Troll! That's not what you want to see. The killing started early. Topside, waiting to see if Cabochard uses that disdain. As we wait for that, Maxwell just hits level 4. Cabochard disdains away, but Maxwell's on the chase. Flash away, Soaz puts down the Infernal Chains and drags him back into the Defile. Maxwell just about to secure the second kill. Goes to Soaz. Misfits 2 on the board very quickly. The recollection to the Jack Troll death early in the game. It's the fastest first blood in European history as we see another fight happening in the bottom lane. Until I have to flash away. The stun lands onto Jack Troll. Here comes Mowgli with the Predator boots. Gorilla and Hansama running for it. Mowgli flashes forward. Teleport coming in. Gorilla, one more axe to the back of the cow. Will slay him for the moment. Hansama trying to turn it around for Bivin. Has the flash. Isn't. Misfits early game once again coming up strong. Maxwell actually going to go in for the gank here as Cabochard gets locked up with the Darkin Blade. Misses the next knockup, but the Infernal Chains gonna drag him back. He can't run away from those chains, Cabochard. Maxlaw, second kill of the game for the point. We did wonder as well, actually, would Vitality split the map with Misfits? Would we say Misfits on the bottom side, Vitality on the top as well? And you are going to be able to just chip away at this tower bit by bit.
Which is what you would expect Vitality to do. They want to proc these stacks.
Oh
there
my goodness gracious me, Gorilla's done! Cash in on the cow, baby! They will look for a dive. Rift Herald will get that first tower first. The
Misfits are going to win.
Yeah, Misfits win it easily. The teleport comes in, Hansama flashes away, but Attila puts an axe in his back, and now Gorilla not going to get the stun on Jackdaw. He goes golden in the moment. Karthus gets the tower in the top lane, but Misfits have reacted. Double TP gets them to 1 kill in that bottom lane. Cabochard very low, trying to fight onto Maxlaw here. Doesn't have the flash, but Maxlaw has nothing really. No flash. Has the ultimate, but doesn't have the mana. Kind of wants to die so he can use the mana. Will he pop the Requiem? He sings a prayer to the gods of Summoner's Rift. Karthus just becomes too strong to deal with, really, doesn't it? You're looking at 2-3 items when you get that death cap. Should just be too powerful for Vitality to do anything.
I mean, that said, if Vitality stay on clock and they're able to itemize into, I don't know, lockets, things like this, redemptions. We've talked about it earlier, kind of some of the item tools that you can use to deal with the Karthus, as well as a Bloodthirster on Draven. Yeah, the Requiem can come in, but if he hits a single minion, he's going to most absorb some of the pressure from a Requiem, but here's the fight.
So as we pull back Mowgli, lands a knock-up there, goes Golden. Cabochard coming in from the flank as well here. Vitality want a bit of this Barney, so as knockback. World Ender will keep him alive for the moment. He resurrects back in the middle of his team. Forbidden jumps in. No taunt's gonna land though. Flash away from Jizuke, and now Attila full HP can open up. Cabochard gets one. Gorilla getting chased. The chains will pull him back. He tries to do something, but he just can't do enough against Vitality. It's a double kill for Cabo.
And Misfits don't look like a super team in that exchange right there. Just cut the tape if that's all Vitality want to play, but they pick up the fight. They've got the priority on the mid lane, and they will get a good chunk here.
So Jizuke jumps in for Maxlaw. The Ignite's ticking. Jizuke jumps back It's enough! Maxlaw goes down, but here comes the Requiem. Vitality survived Jack Troll. What the hell
It is still a very big Aatrox and a very big Karthus, and it looks like dive top is the answer.
Looking for Forbidden. There's a redemption used by Mowgli. Pops the Ragnarok as well. Forbidden just about gets away for the moment, but Jizuke eventually will put him down. There should be another tower. Karthus coming up. That's where we really see Vitality coming to their own. Jack Troll's going to be pulled back by that Infernal Chains,
Deep
but Misfits
teleport.
already started. There's the teleport behind them. On towards the Razor Peaks, the fight starts. Gorilla steps forward. He is on Jack Troll, gets a lot of damage down. Maxwell now being forced away. Jizuke jumps onto him, and Maxwell, he's not in the fight. Only Camo Shard there, but he can just keep chasing onto Soaz. The World Ender ticking away. Will be still available for the moment. Camo Shard waiting for that Fear Beyond Death, actually already been used. Has enough damage to take down Soaz. Jizuke just forcing them back. Gorilla goes in for the re-engage, but the exhaust used from Camo Shard. This is so good for Vitality. They keep pushing forward, and one by one, Misfits are falling by the wayside. Vitality with a 3-for-0 sweep.
And they can take whatever they want on the map. They'll surely get the Inferno, but they start with the mid-tower.
Teleport coming in. Misfits want to have something to say about this, but it's only for Bivin at the moment. Maxwell pops the Requiem. Jack Troll's low. Is this the prayer to the people? Maxwell gets one. The Baron goes down. What can Bivin do? He's not going to be able to clean up too much. Channel comes out from Mowgli. Flashes across.
Not necessarily this game, but for the week. But now he's good in the team fights. Gets into the back, assassinates the Karthus.
Mowgli and Jizuke here to try and force Misfits away. No flashes. Only Hans Summer and Maxwell have theirs. Jizuke's just going to jump in. Karthus down. Gorilla down as well. Forbidden will fall. Vitality just come in. Every time Misfits want anything, they come in and they slap them down.
And they cannot deal with the burst damage between the Urgot, the LeBlanc, and the Draven just walking into them. Misfits are just exploding.
This is incredible stuff from Vitality. Misfits, the super team, the team that we talked about going 18-0, have been put well and truly in their place, and Jizuke just keeps pushing forward. He doesn't care, he'll jump back. Soaz had to pop the ult to keep himself alive. Vitality now pushing him mid onto these inhibitor towers. It's a 21-minute game, and already they're looking for inhibitors.
And this is a Cabo Shard who is 6-2-2, who just got ganked repeatedly in the top side. He managed to turn it around with the Rift-Tailed play.
So strong from Vitality. They came back, they beat Misfits at their own game, playing through bot lane. They've now translated that into a 9,000 gold lead, and they don't look like they want to stop. Jizuke jumps onto Soaz, chunks him out to half.
And it's a question of what do Misfits even do? They don't have the items to compete, and Vitality recognize that they're stronger. They can just walk these minions in.
Jizuke even going for the Medjais. He's building the stacks. He's lapping up the kills on Misfits. This is the inhibitor down in the bottom lane you have to feel.
And the scary thing is watch Jack Troll's positioning. He's so confident to step forward on the Gragas, and Misfits must respect it because they know that they're stronger, and he just wants to sweep them out with the cast.
Left to take.
It's now about how controlled can Team Vitality be to close this one out. You know, normally we would say that it's still not over yet. It feels like there's that tiny voice in your head that says, well, the super team Misfits, they can do it. Team Vitality, they're crazy. You know, they just, like dynamite, they can explode. But this feels...
So as again, almost just one-shots him. Jack Troll jumps in. That's the explosive cask used. Now maybe Misfits can find a position to fight, but already they're forced back. Soaz has to go back to the fountain. The inhibitor tower down, and the inhibitor will shortly follow. The Baron power play was so impactful for Vitality. Remember, we're only 25 minutes in. They have cracked the base of Misfits. They've cracked the mirror that Misfits again, catching on to Soaz. Soaz back to base, he needs to regen. Otherwise, he's just not going to be able to have an impact in the fight, but already, Vitality on the Nexus Tower. Tansama jumps forward, he's only got one item, he can't do anything. He's trying to hit the support, but he just doesn't have the damage. Eventually, Vitality decide they will just continue to chip away at these towers. They haven't quite gone in yet, but Misfits realize they have to do something. They've jumped onto Jack Troll. They can't quite take him down. Eventually, he falls, but Jizuke still full HP. Attila still full HP, and they will unleash hell on your faces, Misfits. One down, that's the Karthus done. There's the Requiem, but you're praying to no god. There's no one up there listening, Maxlaw. Jizuke taken out. It's a double kill for him. He still survives. Attila flashing forward, and Vitality will take down the super team. They say, look at us. We are the super team now.
Next chapter for Team Vitality.
Here, player of the game leaderboard. We have been tracking
It's
your
Kikis.
votes.
Oh, wait, Kiki's got every single MVP last split. He did.
Unfortunately, this is a new dawn in 2019, and this is the leaderboard so far, which is funny because the number 5 is Attila, who just beat Hansama with Draven on Misfit. So I think it's almost poetic, this one, Verius.
I think ADs are just broken. Like, they're
ADs are broken.
So, but this is the argument I always make when I'm on cast. I say you've got to look at the supporting cast, not the people that get the last hits.
But Upset said support still
Exactly,
matters.
that's the thing. All these players come on our broadcast and say it was the people that get the kills that deserve the player of the game.
Yeah.
I was watching Schalke game and Ignar actually solo carried.
Solo carried, right?
Boom, there we go.
I knew his upset was 7-0 and he followed up good on Ignar.
Yeah, right.
Oops, but he eats every single look. Like, he deserved
No,
Did he get MVP or Upset got MVP?
He got Ignite. Ignite got
Oh,
Ignar got
okay.
MVP
Thank
because in
God.
the interview he was asked and Upset said, yeah, I think Ignar deserves it, but actually ADs are more important than the support, so you should give it to the AD carry. It was great. But Upset, I mean, I think it's fair, you know, all of this. Self-made on SK made enormous waves in the first week and also still this weekend. These two guys have been carrying a lot on their two teams and had fantastic starts. Caps on Fnatic, which is this, did a fan make this? Or are you living in the past? Because that's not the case. It's actually on G3. She's also wearing the shirt. And Attila there. So do you think it's representable? Has Attila been the biggest carry for Vitality so far?
I think everyone is capable of carrying in our team. Just it's about if we have strong bots and like. I think someone always have to sacrifice to make the others shine, and unless you are IG that I don't know.
Yeah.
In LPL they blind Jace Draven, and then they pick 3 aggressive lanes and pick jungle that just invades and do whatever, and they can play like that because they have a lot of experience. I mean, then you see JK Love that is in his first year and he's playing really aggressive, but
Yeah.
just
Well, the
I think
fans
every player in Vitality can carry the game, and just
But you know
it's
that
about
one game where he got the player of the game? That was the Vayne when he got ulted into the enemy to carry, and then he got a triple kill. That's what he got player of the game for. So just remember that.
Also, Jizuke, you
They don't appreciate-
did win player of the game in this game with 58% of the votes, and
They like
I think it's
Malibang.
nice. And I think, you know, viewers at home, they want to see that Jizuke. You know, you want to see the Jizuke that jumps in on LeBlanc, that does the things you did at Worlds and and Spring Split on that level of aggressiveness. How do you feel about that? Do you just do what the team needs?
I just do what the team needs, and this game I was I think 40 CS up,
Yeah.
and I was really ahead, and I'm like, I can just jump in and they can do nothing about it, so I was just killing people around, and
Yeah.
it's fun to play LeBlanc when you're ahead, for sure.
Great stuff.
Let it go.